Hi YouTube, I'm the Average Beau and I'm new to YouTube videos. So today I wanted to go through the items that I currently have to try to make these videos, some of the items I intend to use going forward, as well as test those items and see what we come up with. What I do have right now is a GoPro Hero 4 that I've gotten from a friend of mine and a tripod that I picked up for under $20. One of the main concerns I had when I was starting to think about doing this channel was the potential audio, especially with the GoPro. My main concern with the GoPro Hero 4, and any GoPro for really that matter, is that the audio is gotten from a speaker that's on the side for any edition before the 8, and usually that is kept inside of an enclosure. In this case, it's a waterproof case. That case in the Hero 4 holds the mount, so it has to be in the case in order to be on the tripod. So right now that back flap is open, which is hopefully allowing the audio to come through. So kind of my intent here is to test the audio as it currently is with that flap open, closing the flap and seeing if you guys can hear me. Then we're going to take this Insignia omnidirectional mic and we're going to plug it directly into the camera. That's one of the reasons why I picked this out. It has specifically an adapter that will plug directly into the GoPro. We'll test this and see if this gets us any clearer audio. From there, I picked up a voice recorder, a Zoom H1n handy recorder. I am a little concerned about how this is going to work because it's going to involve splicing that audio back in afterwards with a video editor. I'm hoping that I'm able to line that up appropriately, but past this, with either having this on the table or maybe even under my shirt, maybe we can hide it, I was going to also try to plug in the omnidirectional mic to the recorder and see if we could get even better audio through that. Because this also clips onto your lapel and maybe gets it closer to my voice initially, right? So with these, that's what I really wanted to test for this video. On top of it though, I picked up this GoPro LED action light. One of the things that I found through doing some research for starting a YouTube channel was that having some lighting on you is the best way to go. Right now we're obviously at my kitchen table, there's a light above me, and hopefully that's giving us some good light. This will go around the lens of the camera and possibly give us a brighter perspective on whatever we're trying to focus on. In this case, it's got to be me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause for right now. We're going to plug in the omnidirectional mic, which means I have to take the GoPro out of the case and off of the tripod, and then we're going to test out that audio. Then we're going to move on to the other pieces. Right, so starting off this omnidirectional mic, I figured why not just unbox it while we're at it. So let's go ahead and take this out here. I picked this up at Best Buy for $49. It wasn't on sale, it's just the regular price of it. It has an extremely long cable from what I remember. I believe it was, yeah, like 20 feet, which is going to go pretty much wherever I need it to go. So let's see what else we got in there. Obviously, really nice bag. It's kind of like a fake leather from like a car from the 90s. And let's see here, anything else in the bag? Just that adapter. And that is the piece that goes on your lapel. Nothing else in the bag. Some instructions, definitely written in Japanese there. And all right, so let's take a look at the actual mic itself. That is definitely a cable that is probably 20 foot long. This is the mic, and so we'll end up putting this on here to kind of drown out some of that popping noises from my S's, you know. Shout out to my S's. And then here, so another reason why I got it, well, there's a battery that goes in here that allows us to basically turn it either from camera, which is up here, or to a smartphone. So you could actually plug this into your smartphone and leave it in your pocket and kind of record from there. And so that would be where that battery is going to go. And then we'll close this up. Take a look for us. We can get it open. All right. This is the piece that goes on your lapel, which, by the way, this is your lapel on a dress shirt, that is. This is the piece that clips onto your shirt. That is a very, very grippy piece of metal. Not even plastic, it's solid. Alright, let's put the foam cover on. I hate the feel of these things. Ugh. Alright, hopefully we never have to touch that again. Alrighty. And as you can see, it's got the adapter for the GoPro, which is the micro USB, if I am correct there. It doesn't say, it just says GoPro adapter, which I'm pretty sure is the micro, but it's the old Motorola cable. And then you have the 1/4 adapter if you need to plug that into something else. Like if you wanted to scream through an amplifier at a convention or something, this would probably do the trick. Alright, so this is our extremely long cable held together with a zip tie and a Velcro zip tie, which the Velcro ones are way better. I hope that more people start using those in the future. I would definitely unwrap this, but I really don't want to deal with that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to having this plugged into the camera, and we will pick back up from there. And one more piece. It does actually come with the battery. I found that out while trying to find it after I shut off the camera. But it does come with the battery, so you don't have to go out and find the special battery, which is a LR44. It's somewhat common, but you're gonna have to find it in a battery store or in specific spots in like Walmart or a Best Buy or online, even on Amazon. Definitely would be easier than all of those options probably. All right, so to start, sorry about the camera angle. Again, I did have to take it out of the waterproof case in order to shoot this shot because the adapter will not go through the case. But I do have the lapel mic on. It is plugged into the camera, and we will find out whether I have it set up correctly. The battery holster that allows you to switch from camera to smartphone is hooked onto my right pocket. The other 20 feet of the cable is in my pocket and around the table. We'll find out in the future if this device is worth it. I hope that adding it into the handy recorder is probably, hopefully, our best solution. That way I can put the camera back in the case and it will protect it from any of the damage that I am most likely going to occur upon it. So from here, I'm going to actually put this back in the tripod. Our audio quality might be a little bit not so great while we do the next portion, but I want you to be able to see the unboxing of the H1n for the next portion of the video. So the camera is back in the waterproof case. The flap is still down to hopefully give us some better audio. I went ahead and I left the lapel mic on me. It's obviously not plugged into the camera because the camera's back in the case. But I left it on me because I'm going to hopefully use it with the audio recorder later on in this video and see how that works out. Maybe the audio recorder is better on its own. We will find out. But that is going to require a little bit of splicing. So let's take a look here. This is the Zoom H1n. I chose this one because it was $120, and that is probably one of the more expensive voice recorders that I know of, but it got a lot of really good reviews, and it has the double can mics here, which at least give the appearance from my perspective that it's going to sound better. So we'll take a look and see if it holds up to its reviews, and then we'll try it with the mic to see if it's even better. Because ideally, I'd like to put this in my pocket and just have the lapel mic on my shirt, and that way I could move around. And again, the main issue that we're going to run into is getting this audio into the video after the fact. That's going to require quite a bit of editing to drop that audio track underneath the video, and then line it up to where what I'm saying in the future here actually doesn't make it look like I'm lip syncing or something. So let's open her up, see what we got. All right, nothing left in the box. comes with country instruction stuff, registration stuff. We don't need that. Batteries, baby batteries. And we've got a case on this. That is not leather. That definitely feels like Ford Taurus. All right. And nothing else in the box. We'll get rid of that. And let's take a look at what this guy looks like. Ooh. Wow. A little top heavy. Definitely plastic. That looks kind of wicked. Alright, let's see here. In case you ever need to get those batteries stuck together, you gotta just twist them. Alright, let's add these guys here. That. Tough to put back on. Alright, there we go. Got volume there. Line in, we'll use that for the mic later. Micro SD slot. I believe this said it had onboard storage though. Yep, 30. Says it records on micro SD cards up to 32 gigs. So we might have to put a card in here. That I did not think about. So let's see here. And then over here we've got a trash button. And then we have a connector for either the PC, maybe a charger. Put batteries on it, so it shouldn't have any type of lithium battery or anything like that. But let's turn it on, I guess. Alright, gotta hold that down for a second. And English. Oh, that worked. So pressing the start button. Alrighty here. Oh, what day is it? 2017. It's definitely not 2017. Alright. And it is 12. It's actually the 25th today, so Merry Christmas late, because it's Christmas today for me, not for you guys. Alright, and it is 10:52, so I don't know where we're putting in the time, but we're going to do it anyway. What if it does military time? It does do military time. So that would be 20. And 52, let's go backwards. Yep, that worked, so there we go. Alright, done. No SD card. Didn't see that coming. Can I record it all? No SD card. Alright. So, unfortunately, I don't have a second SD card. Micro SD, that is. I could take the one out of the GoPro, but then I can't record on the GoPro, so that doesn't really help. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to unbox and install the LED lighting system to see if we can get a little bit more light going on in here at the time of day it is right now, and then I will pick up a SD card for the Zoom mic when I can tomorrow. And here we go. Oh wow, that is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Instructions, don't need them. Alright, so this is standard GoPro turning mount, so obviously that would go there. Based on picture, the camera, original camera goes here. Basically mount the actual camera here, and then this is going to go here. Cool. So, but the tripod one will go here. This will go over here. Right. Okay, so this is why you don't need instructions, because it's more fun to figure it out. So we've got the actual mount, which might actually look like this correctly from your direction, but this is the way that me looking at the camera that it would go. So the GoPro would go in here, the little guy like this, which is actually blue by the way, would hold the camera on here, so this kind of sits over the top of it, like so. And then, is it on? Will it turn on? Let's see here. Alright, so we might have to charge this as well. Alright. Come on. Alright, there we go. So it does have its own little battery, it looks like. So it's got a little battery of its own. That is probably proprietary. That kind of sucks. That'll be alright. But and then it's got what I believe is micro USB there. So it looks like we're going to have two different cables for two different items. And alright then, so I'm going to go ahead and charge this, put it on the camera, and then charge the camera at the same time, and then we'll be back and we'll just see if the lighting gets a little bit better from there. I was able to actually find a 32 gig micro SD to put in this. I found it in an old Cana Raspberry Pi that I had never used, and I saw the box and I was like, oh wait, yeah, there's 32 gigabyte memory card in there. So we are good to go here. I'm actually going to hit record. And yep, it is recording. We're going to put this right here and see if we can get any better audio whenever I splice this in later, assuming I can figure it out. I also have the light hooked up to the camera now. So let's see how this goes. This could be the worst idea ever. All right, that is pretty bright. I'm not gonna lie, that does make it hard to look at the camera and talk to you guys. I can actually dim it. Here, let's dim that. Oh, nope, that got brighter. That's the SOS. I have completely messed this up. Let's try that again. So this option that's the brightest option. That hurts my eyes. That is terrifying. All right, let's try the other one again. All right, that's a little bit better. I can actually stand that. So we will keep that one going for now and see if I can get used to it. But we have one more thing to do, and that is plug the lapel mic into the voice recorder and see if we get any better audio. So let's give that a shot. Hopefully I can do this right in the middle of it. We'll actually see here. And it is connecting. It doesn't see any power. Okay, so there we go. Oh wow, that is pretty loud. Or no, that's just right. That is pretty much where I had it. I'm hoping that this sounds better. Of course, I won't personally know until I've kind of spliced everything together. You probably won't know until I upload the video, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But I think that's about it, other than the bonus fact that I did name my GoPro James Camera On, so hopefully that helps get a sub and a like. Maybe drop one of those. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a good night.